Yo, what it do, man? This is your boy North End Floyd, man. I'm back with a pop-up episode, you know what I'm saying, with my boy Ken, you know what I'm saying? And usually I promote the show a week and you know what I'm saying, I throw the questions out and all that right there. But we was chilling on this Saturday. So we went live and we had a few topics to discuss, you know what I'm saying? I know Ken, you was very aggressive on this subject that we finna talk about first about a football player and why certain situations was happening and stuff like that. And I was feeling you, but a lot of people, now I ain't gonna say a lot of people. I ain't gonna say a lot of people because I don't know. I have to go back and see, you know what I'm saying, what the comments was. But
Or
I was definitely on your side about, you know what I'm saying, what you was commenting about. And like I said, man, you know what I'm saying, this is a pop-up show. Usually, you know, we promote the show and you know what I'm saying, a week in advance and give people, you know, the comments and let them digest it and you know what I'm saying, let them you know what I'm saying, have their opinions ready before, you know, we just pop up and do our thing and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and talk about the subject. Let me see if I can bring it up. Let me see if I can bring it up because I'm tripping right now. Let me see if I gotta find it. I don't even see my little okay, here it is right here. So let's go ahead and just talk about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's just talk about, you know what I'm saying, the Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Is it Tom Brady's fault for his divorce, man? And I seen you post that and I was feeling what you're saying. I was liking what you're saying. And I'm not gonna, and for people that watch the show and see Ken's on here regularly, I'm not saying I like it because Ken's on the show regularly, but I was feeling what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? So Ken, why do you feel that is not Tom Brady's fault for his divorce? And if y'all don't know who Tom Brady is, he's the one of the greatest of all time quarterback. Tampa Bay, I think 6-7 rings. He's married to, you know what I'm saying, a supermodel that's worth more money than him right now and stuff like that. So Ken, why do you feel that, you know what I'm saying, yeah, it's not
bro.
his fault?
Well, bro, I mean, I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. Like, had he been with just a normal woman, like that wasn't a supermodel, that didn't have the limelight, or didn't feel like, you know what, I don't need you,
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying, mindset, it wouldn't be a big issue. I mean, like I said, my grandmother worked until she 90. My grandma's still working right now. So if it's your passion, if it's something that you love to do, and for somebody to tell you, like, sometimes I wonder, I say, like, grandma, why are you still working? And the first thing she tells me, bro, is she'll be like, because I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? She loves what she does. She, you know, it makes her feel like, you know, it keeps her living, to be honest with you. So for somebody to come in and tell you something that you didn't put in hours and put in, you know, years of your life to perfect your craft, to tell you to walk away from something that you love to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's if it was because he got injured or it was because he couldn't play no more, I would say, yeah, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and walk away, man, by your own choice. But don't walk away because somebody's telling you, okay, well, you know what? If you don't walk away, I'm gonna leave you. I mean, that to me is a little crazy because I mean, I would never want to be in a situation where I got to choose between my career and my woman, because we wouldn't give a woman that type of ultimatum to say, you know what, baby, you leave to quit your job or me. I would never give a
Yeah,
woman that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If I would stand by her and support her. So they talk about women supporting a man. I mean, that to me is a support thing. She could have got mad at him. She could be like, Tom, you know what? Damn, baby, you lied to me, or you went back on your word. She could have got mad, but to say, you know what, fuck it, I want to leave you now. Me and my kids, we're
yeah.
leaving. That was a little weird to me, man.
Hey,
I can't go with that.
you know what? To be honest with you, Tom Brady is just 45. You know, the regular average person, for us to retire, it's going to be in our 60s,
60s,
unfortunately,
60s.
like
Yeah.
65, 67. This man is 45. He's
Yeah.
still playing. This might be his last year. I know that he
It's
was
gonna
telling,
be.
yeah, it's going to be. It's
It's
now,
gonna be
it's
done.
going to be, yeah. But, you know, he's probably been giving her, you know what I'm saying? Hey, baby, I'm going to retire this year. I'm going to retire this year or whatever. But he's only 45. You
I
know what
mean,
I'm saying?
bro, a man has the right to change his mind, bro. Like, you know, my thing is like, okay, I get he may have said, hey, baby, this is my last year. but nobody want to. I mean, he's been a winner, bro. He's been winning championships in New England, and to get beat the way he went out, it's kind of like Ali. When Ali lost his fight, bro, Ali came back numerous times
Mm-hmm.
after that to try to regain the belt back. He was fighting damn near when he was 50. So I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
as a person, as a champion, bro, you don't want to walk out on a losing note. But
Yeah,
they would never be able to relate to that because they don't play that game. This
yeah,
when you're an athlete, man, you don't want to walk out with an L on your head.
yeah.
You want to go out a winner.
I think for her and him to be calling it quits because he's playing another season, man, people be giving up on their marriage too easy nowadays, man. That's what I just think, like social media and then just the way things is, man. People just be giving up, especially them dogs. She talking about, being with the kids, but they got so much money. They probably got nannies. They probably got people
Man,
bringing their kids to school and stuff like
right,
that. So what really, I mean, what is it really, to be honest with you? Because with athletes, to be honest with you, they get divorced soon as they retire. When they not in the limelight for some reason. I'm not blaming it on the female, nothing like that, but when that athlete is not in the limelight, when he's not at those games and she's not sitting
right,
in the press box or at the sidelines, for some reason, these athletes are getting divorced. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to blame it on the female and say it's a money thing or, hey, my husband's on TV. But that
right.
seems to be what's happening to a lot of athletes like Kevin
But
Garnett and all that type of stuff. So I'm just throwing him out there. But
I think that if he was to stay home, bro, like the minute he comes home, he probably won't even be there with her like she think he would be. He would hate it, bro. He'd be miserable. Just staying at the house, you know what I'm saying, constantly. I mean, you gotta understand, he got the whole summer, man. He got like when football season over in like February, he got the whole summer to do things, to travel and stuff like that. So I just didn't understand it, bro. And I don't think it's Tom Brady's fault. I think it was, to me, this is another thing I wanted to say about that, bro. Had he been okay, baby, I'm gonna retire, any just doing anything that she told him to do, he would have been classified as a weak guy. You know
you
what I'm
think
saying? The
so?
women would have been like,
You,
oh, they
you
let
think
him
so?
I'm just saying, so for him to stand on his 10 toes and be like, you know what, baby, no, I want to go back and play. So if that's what you want to do, you want to leave me, go ahead. I'm gonna do what do what I said I'm gonna do.
Hmm.
They want a strong man, but if he would have did what she's told him to do, so many women would have really been crashing, burn on him, saying he weak. So it's like you can't have it both ways, man. You want a strong man, but then or you want a leader, but then here it is you trying to run the man.
Mm.
I don't understand it. They want to run everything, man. And I
Yo,
mean they might kill me, but a lot of women is trying to run and dictate so much. You want to get mad at him, and women was basically saying this on the comments where he went against his agreement. Okay, well, you went against your agreement with God when you decided to divorce him because of
mm.
decided to go back
Uh,
and play football.
yeah, no doubt.
So,
Hey, Felicia say military is the same way. I got an uncle that retired from the military, and yeah, I guess they beat the odds, but him and my aunt, they still together. They still strong, and they having a Halloween party right now that I'm missing out on. But I was like, that's a great perspective. I didn't know the military was like that. I guess when you do your years in the military, and hey, Felicia, why is it like that? Why is it like, what I'm saying? Why is the military like that? I didn't know that, what I'm saying? So, but anyway, but Pastor Palmer said that she had passions she wanted to pursue and they had an agreement and he broke that. Hey, bro, they got so, like I said, they got so much money, nothing is stopping her from fulfilling her passion.
man,
Bro, they got
man,
nannies, they got drivers, they got, they got all kind of, they got
and see
security.
that's the thing, bro. I don't mean to cut you off. That's the thing that kills me when you hear people saying he broke their agreement. That doesn't mean you got to get a divorce. Like you could be mad
Facts,
at me
bro.
behind closed doors. You could be like, baby, I'm mad at you.
Yeah,
I may not give you nothing for a couple of months or whatever, but you ain't got to sit here and try to take my kids away from me because I want to go play football. That don't make sense to me,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
It,
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
but it go back to what you were saying though, bro. They don't value marriage no more. They don't
I don't
value
I
that
don't
agreement.
I don't see how she was putting her career on hold, bro. They kids is kind of old. Like I said, they got money. It's not like the average person, like, hey, I want to do this, but I gotta go get my grandma. I gotta go get their grandparents or their auntie or their uncle to watch the kids while I go do this. They got money. They got the best nannies that they can afford, bro. They not hurting to, pursue their own
Man,
stuff like that.
see,
So
Florida, and look, I had said this, and I was kind of being funny, but I mean, here it is. This dude has a job. That's his job. And hear this woman saying, I'm gonna leave you because you don't want to quit your job. But then they got so many women. that's didn't out here in the streets, loving a man that ain't got no job, staying on the corner, being loyal
in
to a
jail.
man that, yeah, in jail. Oh, that's I'm gonna wait on him to get out. This man is holding it down, going to work. I don't care how you look at it. That's his job. He's keeping a job, and because he don't want to quit when you tell him to quit, you want to leave him. That's weird to me, bro. And you want to be loyal to a dude that's in jail selling drugs that ain't got a job, and you gonna be loyal to him. You ain't
Nah.
gonna leave that dude though. That shit, boy. That's weird
Felicia,
to me.
they was together 13 years, so she caught him when he was at the peak, when he probably already won, I think, 3 championships. So that's when she, when they got together and got married. So she already knew what the game was, you know what I'm saying, for him to sustain being the GOAT that he is, though.
Man, but the only reason she was with him is because he was winning championships. So if he would have just been a sorry bench warmer, he wouldn't have been able to talk to her.
if
Because, and
if
that's the
Tom
thing.
if Tom Brady was a backup, he wouldn't have got
N-
Giselle.
No, absolutely not.
Dang.
Absolutely not. I mean, you got to remember, he was the last pick in the draft.
Yeah, he was. He was
Yeah,
sixth rounder.
yeah, he was the last pick in the draft. And so what he just, oh, hey, I think that could be something that
Yeah,
happened too, but
that
I'm
would
not
be
sure.
fucked up, bro.
Yeah,
If Antonio,
I think Antonio probably had
excuse my
did something with
language.
that, man.
Yeah, excuse my language, you know what I'm saying? But okay, just because you have money doesn't mean you want someone. Well, I mean, that's true too. If I had a lot of money like that, I don't want like certain people watching my kids. I don't trust them. It's a trust factor for me. You know what I'm saying? I'll just watch my own kids or
She
whatever.
don't care about Tom, bro, because she a supermodel,
She
and
don't
so
care
she
about
like, I don't
Tom.
need Tom. I go find me a Brad Pitt or something
Yeah,
like
man,
that,
she
you
ain't
know.
tripping. But Tom, hey Tom, go find him somebody too. So
Oh, and
it's
somebody that's gonna support him. Hey, you see how easy it was for him to just sign off on everything? It wasn't. It didn't take long. Now he can focus on
hey
football. I mean,
Tom,
I hate that. Is
bro.
that easy?
Hey, to
I'm
be
not,
honest with you, Tom has like I think it's like 275 million when he retired. He going to the booth. He got
I
like a
know, bro,
300,
but I'm
yeah,
just saying, man.
300 million
Nobody,
dollar
I
contract.
don't wish divorce on nobody. But
I
the
don't
way
either.
they got that done, bro, it was so. Hey, whatever you want, take it. Just whatever. You
Yeah,
get the house, you get the car, just take it.
yeah,
Just,
real
just
talk.
let me do what I got to do because it's a hard burden to carry when you're trying to play football and you got all your personal life going on. You can't win. You can't win like that.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's move on from Tom Brady, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bet, bet.
I had another question and stuff like that. As for some of the, hey, let me pause right quick. Let me make an announcement though. On the Kickback Podcast page, what I am doing now is if you're single, you know what I'm saying, drop your picture in the inbox. I'm posting it, you know what I'm saying, post what you like, your details and stuff like that, what you like to do. If you single, if you confident, stuff like that, send me your best picture. When I am doing this, I'm posting it on the Kickback Podcast page or whatever. And guys, which guys been flaking out, they've been actually hitting the inbox. But guys, if you like, if you feeling, if you want to date this female, heart it, like it, let this female know that you feeling them. And you know what I'm saying, it could, carry on for that. Don't be hitting the inbox. When I post these pics, don't hit the inbox because a few of these ladies said that the inbox been blowing up, but I've been looking on the page itself and they haven't been liking and hearting. So stop being scary, like and heart the pic to let these ladies know that you feeling them and stuff like that, and you're not scared. But that's what we're doing now. If you're single, send me your pic, male or female. I'll post on the kickback, let them know what you like and all that, where you from, and we go rock out with that. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue on, man. And this was another topic, man. Women have a hard time apologizing. I posted this on a page and it was true. If y'all follow the Kickback Podcast page, go check out the comments on this post. A lot of females was in denial. They have a hard time apologizing, man. Why you think females be having a hard time apologizing, bro?
It's the climate, bro. It's where we at right now, and I mean, it could kind of piggyback on the whole Tom Brady thing. Everybody wants to feel like women are right now. It's like right now that girls rule the world stuff, and like they controlling the narrative on everything. Women control the narrative, so it's like when you say, "Well,
Mhm.
why they have a hard time apologizing?" Because they don't want to be wrong. They don't want to be wrong about nothing, bro. Nothing. Everything is, what I'm saying, is their way or the highway. And
Mhm.
it's just unfortunate. Like for men, it's not a lot of us that have. How can I say this? We ain't in a position to call our shots. It's a lot of men that's doing what they supposed to do to be able to say, you know what, I don't have to tolerate this. A lot of men now is allowing these women to just do what they want to do because they're not in their position.
Hey, a lot of these men are just letting them do what they do because they be like, you know what? I don't feel like arguing with her. Yeah, baby, I was wrong. I was wrong, baby. yeah, I was wrong. You was talking to this guy. You got his number. I went through your phone. I was wrong. I don't
Right.
want to argue with you. You know what I'm saying? Because they not gonna admit that they was wrong. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? You just the end of you're gonna be like, hey, you know what? I was wrong. You was talking to this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. You know, I seen something, man, that was talking about women calling men narcissists and all that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of women will try to tear a man down just to try
Uh,
to make an excuse for what they're doing. Well, I was cheating because you was doing this. You wasn't giving me
mm,
no time. Like, so it's like they'll never say, baby, you
mm,
know what? I was wrong. It's always gonna be something that you did to cause them to do what they did.
mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just, I
No
mean, I ain't saying
accountability.
all. I ain't gonna say all, but I will say majority have a hard time apologizing.
No accountability, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a
Bingo.
few. It was a few females that did say, you know, hey, um, I don't want to argue with my man if I was wrong. Blah blah blah. I was liking that. I was feeling that. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of these females that said that they was married.
Mm.
They was married, so they was like, you know, I'm not trying to continue arguing with my husband. If I'm wrong, I'm finna dead it right there, and you know, what I'm saying, I'm gonna admit and I'm gonna be accountable for that. I was like,
Right.
oh wow.
Well,
I
you
said,
know,
okay.
bro, I remember when my dad used to always tell me, like, son, don't never argue with a woman. Just, all right, baby. And, you know, and he was giving me that. And like I said, a lot
Facts.
of us was taught that to just shut up and let her win, just let her keep. But to me,
Mm, mm.
where I'm at now, it doesn't really hold them accountable if you just shut up and you just be like, okay, baby, you win, you win. And you know what I'm saying? Because you're not trying to argue, not trying to ruffle no feathers, because there are some women that,
Oh shit, what happened to Ken? Ken just checked out. You know, I don't know what happened. He probably gonna pop back up anyway. But hey, shout out to Miss Cook. She say, yeah, some of y'all are some of y'all are whatever. Hey Ken, what up?
yeah, my bad. I say you'll
It's
be
all good.
arguing all night with that point. I don't know what happened with this Wi-Fi, but yeah, you'll be arguing all night.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Miss Cooks, Miss Serena. If I said it wrong, I apologize or whatever. But she said she thinks most of the females are batshit crazy or whatever. So I didn't say that. She said that or whatever. But I think Latoya's right. The word narcissist is overused because this shit popped up like 4 or 5 years ago. I wasn't hearing this word narcissist like in 2010 and 2015. For some reason, this word has just popped up. I had to mess around and Google it and see what it was because
Bro,
people were just overusing this word, bro.
you know they was putting that label on everybody, on any man. You. Oh, you're a
Mhm.
narcissist. I mean, and I'm like, bro, you like what? How the hell? And then they was trying to make that fit you. Like, bro, and like I say, yo, just
Yeah,
say you're a woman. Oh, you're a narcissist. You this and that. You like, hold on, baby. I don't even know what you're talking about.
yeah.
And
Like,
they were
hold
trying to
on, let
put
me
a
just
label
read
on
this.
you.
Yeah, because I was like, hold on, narcissist. I was like, "Damn, man, what's this word?" I was like, I'm just not.
Right.
This is a fresh word, like, and
Yeah.
I had to go Google it and see what it was. I'm like, damn, this. Oh, okay, this what it is. Like, damn, I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
hearing this word 20 years ago. This is like some fresh new
That's new.
word. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Facts.
I could have been I could have been blind to the fact, but you know, that's my first time hood. Oh, my boy Pastor Palmer. Shout out to Pastor Palmer. He had those good he got those frozen drinks. So hit up Pastor Palmer if y'all want some of those good frozen drinks. But he said I never seen an Asian woman argue with her man. Ooh,
Hey,
ooh.
yeah, I never seen that one
I
either.
haven't seen it. Maybe they just keep it low key. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or whatever. I might have to talk to my brother, man. I got a brother, you know what I'm saying? John Trong. I call him my brother. He Asian and stuff. But you know, no, you know what? Now that I think of it, yeah, he argued with his girl a few times, dog. But his girl black though. His girl is black though. So I ain't gonna say that Pastor Palmer depends on who his girl is. Well,
Yeah.
he said an Asian woman. So my bad though, an Asian woman. But
I mean, hey Floyd, I'll say this, man. Most like dating outside your race, most of them are not gonna do what a black woman would do. It'll be different, and it depends on what you picking too. Because there are certain women that's white that hang around nothing but black guys. You're gonna probably get the same thing that you would get from a black woman if you picking that type of woman. So if you want something different, you got to pick from a different garden. You can't pick from the same garden if you want something different.
true that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you got the same results, man. You gotta try something different.
Mhm.
I asked a female friend of mine's and we was talking. I forgot what the subject was, but I was like, "You think it's the men that you picking?" She's like, "Oh, we ain't talking about that. That's not what we talking about." And I was like, "Okay, my bad or whatever." But I'm just saying, if you keep having problems with men, maybe it's the men that you picking. Maybe you need to
Right.
try something different. You know what I'm saying?
Try
So,
something different. Absolutely.
all right.
Absolutely.
But Erica say, if I'm wrong, I will apologize, but I refuse to apologize to feed somebody's ego. But that's not the thing that you should be apologizing for. You should be apologizing because you know you're wrong. And
You know you're wrong. Right.
yeah, you're not feeding this ego. If you wrong, you wrong. So
Hey, Floyd, let me add something to that, bro. Not only like do they have a hard time apologizing, but if you like for us, if we do something wrong and we apologize, do you know they won't forgive us? It'll take them forever.
mm,
But if they do something to us and we say, you know what, I forgive you, baby, they expect us to forgive them on the spot.
mm,
But they'll hold that over our head forever. Like
just
I mean,
move on.
I don't understand that. Like, why is it that they hold us to a higher level for when they do something, and then turn around and when we do something, when they do it, they expect us to just be like, "All right, baby, it's over. That didn't happen." Why you keep bringing it up? That didn't happen, baby. I'm sorry. I just want the same energy, bro. The same way you
It
treat
ain't.
me.
It's never the same energy. It's never the same because you know what they forgive, but I'm not going. It's like a forgive and forget, but they don't forgive. They low key forgive, where it's a fake forgive and it's a
Yes,
fake forget. They'd be like,
yes,
okay, yeah, baby, yeah,
yeah,
you have the
absolutely.
next argument and stuff like that. I like, damn, I thought you forgive me. I
I
thought
thought
you
you
forgave me
forgave.
for that. What the hell? We supposed to move on. Why is you still bringing this up? Why is this still an issue? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If you can't move on, then we can't fucking grow because you keep bringing up the same problem and knocking it back down and stuff like that. But
I said I'm the type of person, bro. If you do something or if I done something to you, I want to kind of talk about it right then and there and try to get it resolved.
yeah, me
A
too,
lot of
bro.
times people be wanting to push it under the bed and hide it to next week. It's kind of like food that you just put on your bed and it just sit there and it just start to stink. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? If you don't hurry up and clean that up and put it up in the trash, man, it's gonna leave a smell. So if you got a problem that's going on in your relationship, go ahead and resolve it, man. Sit down and talk about it. Don't
And you
push
know
it to the
what?
side.
I hate that silent treatment too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like females try to hit you with that silent. Look, man, don't be silent. Let's squash this right now, baby. Let's have
Yeah,
this conversation. Let's dead it. Let's see what the issue is. Let's communicate. Let's move forward. But this silent issue that's not gonna help us move forward.
that's not gonna help you move forward.
If you want to be
Shit, if
silent,
anything, it's gonna push you further back because, like I
yeah,
say, you're gonna get more
yeah,
pissed off at the fact that she's not talking to you. She's getting more pissed off that you're not talking to her. But it's not that you don't want to talk to her. She ain't saying shit to you. Y'all just walking by, shit, just looking at each other and shit. That's for the birds, bro.
I I
That's
hate
for the
that, man.
birds.
That's the worst. That's the worst. You be like, hey, what's wrong with you? Nothing. Nothing's wrong. And then just you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I hate that shit. Like, say
Look,
what's on your
hey,
chest.
hey, you ever had this happen? What they say? Why you keep asking me what's wrong? Well, shit, because you look like something wrong with you. Shit. I
Yeah,
mean, and
because
then it's
something
like,
look
bro,
like
you
you.
it's like
Yeah,
they don't want you to ask them what's wrong, but shit, you not acting the same. Like you walking around upset. So I'm trying to see what's wrong. So like,
yeah.
why you
Oh,
getting mad at me because I keep asking you if you are you okay? Well, I'm getting mad because you keep asking me. That type of shit. Well, it's
yeah,
just
for
funny,
sure.
man. It's just funny,
Hey,
man.
I, I had another man, this was dope. This was a deep conversation and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? About some two parent households are only together for the kids, man. And I was just chilling and I was just thinking about, I don't know what made me like come up with that question. I don't know if I was just scrolling through social media or something like that, and I was just thinking about it. But like some parents, they like together till that kid turn 18 or 19, and when they out the house or go to college, then they be like, okay, all right, we did what we had to do. The kids are out the house. Is it really wasn't working between us. The love is not there, but we did it for the kids,
Right.
and you know, a lot of people were saying, yeah, that's true. A lot of people
I
was
respect
commenting,
that though.
yeah, for sure
I
though.
respect it, bro. I mean, I actually know somebody that did that. I was in high school, you know what I'm saying? I was with someone and they parents kind of had a relationship like that where he stayed just to make sure that his daughter went to college and did what she supposed to do. Once he got out of college, he was like, you know what, now we can go our separate ways. I can respect it because that child didn't ask to come here. So
Yeah,
when you make a child with a woman, it's your obligation to make sure that you put her in the best situation to win. If that means sometimes putting up with something that you really didn't want to put up with, I mean, sometimes you got to do it. It's a sacrifice. I'm not saying that you're gonna always have good days with that woman, but at the end of the day, y'all both should have a goal in mind that we're gonna do what's best for this child. I mean, and like I said, sometimes it don't work, but I believe that that's really how it should be. It's a sacrifice. I'm not saying that. I mean, everybody's worked that way and everybody should work that way, but I'm saying for some people it may work.
Yeah, for sure though. Hey, shout out to my boy Chris Allen. What's good, my G? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Terry said a lot of people saying like, look, kids don't, I'm not gonna lie, kids don't know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the kids don't know if the mom and dad is, you know what I'm saying, are just together just for them to,
Right.
graduate and do their thing or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like Terry say, like they stay together for the kids, their life will be miserable, life will be too short for that or whatever. But I mean, to be honest with you, man, like, I commend those people that try to stick together for the kids, you know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, those two parent households is a big effect. That
It
dad,
is, bro.
that dad in the house with his son, you know what I'm saying, where he can like mold him to be a better man. That's you know what I'm saying, it's for the kids. Sometimes you have to sacrifice yourself.
Have to.
You said
Yes,
them kids didn't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? So, if y'all are willing to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, being together in that household for the kids, then I don't have nothing wrong with that. And
bro.
that could lead to them getting back together. That could lead
Yeah,
to them working it out. You know what I'm saying? Be like, okay,
absolutely.
we ain't feeling it or whatever. And 6 months later, they back together, or they, it's back, you know what I'm saying, as one, where they could have just divorced and moved on and did their own thing. They stayed together in that household, they built their bond back up, and then they back doing their thing.
Well, see, I got something like when he say they probably be miserable. I feel like that same you would probably be miserable when you're outside the household worrying about what's going on with your child too. So it could work both ways. Like when you're not in the household with your children, wondering what's going on, who she got, who's around your kids, your kid, if your kids eating or not, depending on what type of father you are. See, some men can just walk away from a situation not even caring about their children. But for me, it would bother me every day wondering about my children. So for me, once I didn't had kids, I kind of put myself on the back burner. And that's not about me no more. It's about them children. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that selfish mindset to be, oh, well, I still want to go out there and date women. I still want to go club. That ain't me. I mean, when I had kids, I kind of wanted to slow down, focus on them, and give them the best. It's like their life is the most important thing to make sure that they have everything that they need. So that's just how I think about it, bro.
Yeah, facts though. Okay, Erica, she said she, as a child who grew up like that, kids know, we just know better than to speak on it. I mean, I guess if your parents is arguing and stuff like
You're
that,
right. Exactly.
you know what
Exactly.
I'm saying, then yeah, you could see it. But if you don't see them arguing, if the kids are around and they have like, okay, we're not gonna argue when the kids around, and we're not gonna do this when the kids around, then it's kind of hard to tell. You know what I'm saying? To
Well,
be honest with you, so
and I don't want people thinking that we saying like if it's toxic. I'm not talking about like if it's physical or if it's
yeah,
arguments.
for
I'm
sure
talking
no.
about it's an agreement. It's understood that hey,
Mhm.
we gonna make this thing work for the kids. We gonna do things together. Like if it's a positive atmosphere for the child. Like y'all didn't came together. Y'all didn't sit down and say, look, I know we may be having some difficulties in our marriage right now, to where we don't see eye to eye, but we gonna push through this thing for this child. And once
Mhm.
she get 18, if we decide to go our separate ways, we do. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying having that toxic arguing and fussing. At that point, yes, you might as well just walk away from it because you're hurting the child more than you're doing positive.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And to be honest with you, man, I seen my parents argue all the time or whatever. That
Right,
don't mean they wasn't getting along, because let me tell you this: all five of us is out the household, and they still together, and they still strong, and they still doing their thing. And I still see them argue every now and then or
right,
whatever. But that's just how they is or whatever. You're gonna argue in a relationship. So me, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, we're not saying a toxic, you know what I'm saying, relationship where they arguing and you in the next room and you hearing them, you know what I'm saying, cussing and fighting all the time and stuff. That's different. But like you said, when they come up with a mutual agreement and they be like, okay, we go do this for the kids, we go, you know what I'm saying, then it's kind of hard to tell, to be honest with you, or whatever.
right.
So I mean, I'm just speaking on experience or whatever. So I mean, and when that's what we all is. So unless uh like Erica say, you know what I'm saying, unless she's speaking on like Erica position, because she says she went through it, you're not gonna know. We just speaking on opinion and stuff like that. But Pastor Palmer said once the kids 18, they're gonna live their life. If you and your spouse are gonna be together, It got to be love. Yeah, and that's true too. And I think like I think you just got to go back to how y'all was before y'all had kids. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So if y'all had to, and I know we grow and we go through things as we get older and stuff like that, but I mean, before you get in that committed relationship, and we didn't talked about this a lot of times, and I ain't finna go way down the rabbit hole on this, but when you get with somebody, that's when you need to learn that person and you need to love that person mentally. As for and that's when you Ken, this when you was getting killed. Remember when you talking about sex? Sex is not the first thing. So when you get with that person, you know what I'm saying? Like when you get sex is irrelevant. When you mentally and mentally love that person, you love like, you know what I'm saying, how they think mentality wise and what they do and stuff like that. Sex is irrelevant. So when you fall in love with that person, like when y'all have kids and everything, you know this person. A lot of people, what they do is they get with this person, they have sex within, so quick, and then they have a baby. They don't even know this person or whatever.
Right.
So, y'all end up splitting up so quick that you don't even know the person last name. Y'all had sex, y'all didn't have a baby. You don't even know what her favorite food is, or vice versa and stuff like that. And the relationship is toxic and it ends and stuff like that. So I think when you get to learn somebody mentally and know what they like and dislike and just know them, then that's a different kind of thing, man. And like
True.
Pastor Palmer said, like once them kids go 18, then you just revert back to when y'all was single. Like my parents, they couldn't wait till we got out the house so they can start doing their own thing and start going
Hmm.
on trips and doing all that stuff like that. So I seen that. You know what I'm saying? I seen them like, oh, soon when y'all get out the house, we going on trips, we traveling, and they did that, and they thriving just as good as when we all the kids went in the house. So I seen the recipe for that success, and that's just what I'm following. And a lot of kids don't see that recipe, so.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this, man. You got to have some type of example that you saw. For me,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, coming up, man, like I say, seeing my dad in my life, he, you know what I'm saying, he was always there. Even though him and my mama didn't make it, he was
Yeah.
always there. So for me as a father now, I'm like, no matter what, I'm gonna be there for my kids. I want to keep my, my family together by all means. But you know what I'm saying, but it got to be an agreement to where we both understanding what we're doing, what we're trying to accomplish. I mean, if you don't have no agreement on what you're trying to accomplish, then like you said, man, getting to know somebody first and foremost, putting some skin in the game. Like here it is, we've been friends. I know you, I know things about you, and if something happened, man, you're not gonna hurt your friend. Like you're not gonna want to hurt someone that you truly care about. But when you don't know a person and you like, oh, you different, you acting different, then you're like, I always been this way because she didn't take time to really know who you were. See, I've
Thanks, bro.
always been this way. Like when somebody be like, "Oh, you watch football all the time," I've always watched football.
Yeah.
That's always been me. So, but if she don't know that, then it's kind of like she gonna say, "You've never done that before." Yeah, I've always watched football. Anybody knows that I watch football. So I'm just saying, using that as an example. It's
Mhm.
good to know your spouse. It's good to know what they like and good to know what they don't like. That way you don't have to say, "Oh, well, you acting different now," and
Mhm.
you've always been this way.
Yeah, for sure though. And like I said, man, if y'all want to indulge more in this conversation and this topic right there, man, let's go jump on the kickback pod. Well, not the podcast. I eliminated the podcast because it's way more than a podcast or whatever. But just go check out the kickback page. It's comments on there. Y'all can, interact and all that. It's good content on there. Hey, if y'all don't see me posting too much on my main page, man, that's because I'm on the kickback page. It's very dope content. It's mature content. It's, what I'm saying, it's stuff like you can learn from and stuff like that. But let's move on. Man, do you think awful sex is a deal breaker, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, look, most of these questions have been posted on that page. So, like I said, y'all can go to the comments on that page and you can interact or whatever. But me and Ken, we just reviewing these questions or whatever. But do you think like awful sex is a deal breaker? You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying like when you first get together or whatever. I'm talking about like after you know her and stuff, and you be like, okay, yeah, she cool. All right, this the fifth date. She okay? I'm going to the crib, and it's bad. You
Let me
think
ask
that's
you
a
this though. Let me ask you this: is it a controllable or uncontrollable?
what do you
See
mean?
if the
Like, what do you mean like
okay,
uncontrollable?
uncontrollable means like say maybe she may not have a big old butt like you want to. She may not have no big old breast. That's she can't control that unless she go get surgery. That's uncontrollable. You know what I'm saying? You like, oh, it ain't. It ain't fat like I want to. Like it ain't fat like I thought it would be. That's uncontrolled. She can't control that.
Mm-hmm.
But what she can control is, like I say, if a breath stank, if it got a smell to it, those are
Yeah,
controllables.
those are
So
controllable for
those
sure.
are controllables, like hygiene. All of that is controllable. So that's why I
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
So if it's a controllable, then I feel like it could be a deal breaker. But if it's an uncontrollable, is if it's out of her hands, and I've chose to be with her regardless of this. And say, for instance, when I talk about the uncontrollable, say if something happens to her where she has to lose her breast,
Mm,
I want to be able to still love her
mm.
and still look at her the
Yeah,
same way,
yeah, facts
no
though.
matter what.
Oh,
You
man,
see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, like, the uncontrollable, if it's out of your hands,
mm.
I can't worry about that. I'm gonna love you regardless.
Hey, I
But if
like
it's
that,
a,
bro.
I'm just,
Hey,
bro. I
I'm
mean,
not trying to cut you off like that, but I was seeing something. I don't know if breast cancer month is coming up or whatever it
right?
is
It
now
is, yeah,
or whatever, but I seen that because you know what I'm saying, like this, the vows that you be taking through sickness, to health, to death,
yeah,
through those
yeah,
parts, stuff like that. So
right.
yeah, like is you gonna love her like if she don't have that or something happens to her? And man, shout out, I forgot her name, but I just found out one of my Facebook friends was going through like cancer and stuff like that, and
Yeah, I
like
got a friend. She's Hispanic. Is she a
yeah,
Hispanic
yeah,
girl?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hispanic.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
man, they
yeah,
caught me off guard, bro. I didn't even know, man, because the
yeah.
algorithm of Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't see
Mm-hmm.
people post. And I seen her
Right.
post and I was like, yo. And then I found
Yeah.
out and then it hit me. And you know what? I never spoke to her, but I just see her post and I see how
Right.
like
Right.
positive she is and all that type of shit. So that kind of affected me a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? Like you said, man, like is you gonna love this person like if something like that happens and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? I seen like with her post, you know what I'm saying, her husband or whatever there, and I
Right.
seen situations where something like that happened, and I seen the husband like
Mm-hmm.
break and burn out, you know what I'm saying, on
Right. Right. Right.
food,
It-
on
you
everything.
know, bro. I mean, it's a touchy situation, but to me,
Yeah.
it's very close to me too. Because when guys talk about sex and guys talk about how fine chicks is, man, that's so shallow to me. Because I mean, at the end of the day, when you get to your 60s and when you get to 70, none of that's gonna be there no more. It ain't gonna look the same. It's not gonna be in the same places. I mean, but what is gonna be there is that woman heart, that woman mind, the way she thinks, the way she care, genuinely care for you. So that's why I say, like, the love is
Yeah.
not about how good the sex is. The love is, do you take care of me? Do you really genuinely love my children? If I
Hey,
was down on my deathbed, would you be there for me? That's what I care about.
man,
That's what.
we at the age now that, not to cut you off, we at the age now that those looks is fading. That
Oh shit,
that
they can.
ass is fading. Those tits is fading. That face is getting a few wrinkles. That hair is getting a little gray. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Those options, you know what I'm saying? When you get in a slight little argument with that man and you got like 30, 40 guys in your inbox, that
right,
is starting to dwindle a little bit. Now you're
right.
gonna want a man that's gonna kind of want your personality. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
this is vice versa. This is male and female. So now you want that person that's gonna want your personality, but then that's too late.
Yeah.
It,
I
it, it,
mean,
it's done.
bro,
You don't, you don't
we
you're not
go ahead.
Jordan in your prime no more. You know what I'm saying? When you was
Right.
Jordan in your prime, you was hitting that shot. People was hitting, you wanted you left and right, but now you're not Jordan in your prime. Now you want the same attention. It's not gonna happen like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So,
Right,
man,
man.
man, bro.
I, I had one more thing to add on that one, bro. Like, what I'm saying, one thing that I see this happen all the time. Like, when you thinking it, even like when we was in high school, some of the prettiest girls in high school when we went to
Mhm,
high school, as they get older now, they not pretty like they once was. They be the girls that was kind of in the middle of the pack. Now it was a late bloomer or something that's at the top now. So for me, what makes the combo or the deadly combination is if you're beautiful,
mhm,
smart, and caring. You know what I'm saying? Just has a good heart. And half of those people that was ugly ducklings or something in school, they be the ones that genuinely be the ones that over time that be the better ones to be with.
mhm.
Because they didn't get all that attention. They wasn't the girls that everybody wanted in school. They was the ones that nobody really was paying attention to. So when they finally get, if you give that girl attention and you just say you in your 30s or 40s and you be like, hey man, you beautiful. And she like, for real, I thought you were so handsome in school. I used to have the biggest crush on you. She
Mhm.
was admiring you while you was admiring Miss Judy over here with the big booty. But this girl really was looking over your shoulder the whole time, saying, how she, if she, what she would do if she had opportunity to be with you, how
Yeah,
she would treat you. While
yeah.
you over here chasing something that everybody else chasing,
Mm-hmm.
nobody was chasing this woman. She
Yep.
was just walking the school halls, taking care of business, and then over time, now that she's successful, now that she got a good career, shit, everybody want her now.
Yo,
But
kid,
her mindset is still the same.
I gotta yo, next Friday, look, next Friday, 8 p.m. Me, Ken, Erica. I know Erica, you know what I'm saying? She ain't, she doing her thing right now, whatever. But it's a pop-up show. But next Friday, 8 p.m., me, Ken, and Erica, you know what I'm saying? I got a great question. I don't know if I showed you this question, but I'll hit you later over it was a question. And we talked about this and you tapped into it, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna reveal the question a little bit, but like you said, how they was chasing how they was chasing Big Booty Judy. It's a question on the females, how they was chasing the couple cats that wasn't in school. You know what I'm saying? How that
Yeah,
how we was trying to talk to that chick in school and she wasn't even trying to talk to us.
right.
She was trying to talk to that 25, that 24, that 23-year-old that's pulling up at school with the bang in the car and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
they're
I ain't going to
pedophile.
know. Yeah, I ain't finna. We gonna talk about that next Friday. If y'all want to tap in next Friday, man, look,
Yeah,
man, I
I
ain't finna
already know.
spill the beans on that. But
That's gonna
we
be a
got
good show, there, man. That's
man.
gonna be,
Hey,
and we
next
might, hey, you might be get Charleston White. You might turn into Charleston. They might not
oh
like your show
hey man, I don't care, man. You know what I'm
because
saying?
the reason I say that, bro, is because it reveals a lot of things that was happening
Man on
back in
everything.
high school. You know.
On everything, bro. And this is a great question. Man. Look, next Friday, 8 p.m. I'm gonna post the link tomorrow for the show. What y'all can do is just hit the get reminder button so y'all won't have to be like, oh, remind me when the show. Nah, I'm not finna remind. I hate when people inbox me and be like, hey bro, remind me when the show start. I'm not finna do all that when no. You need to remind yourself. Just like if you have a job interview, you gotta remind yourself or whatever. Just like you have to pick up your kids for school, you need to set your reminder. I'm not gonna be doing all that or whatever. But anyway, man, as far as awful sex being a deal breaker, oh look, my boy Kevin, don't be putting no faces like that, bro.
Mhm.
he already know. He already know. But anyway, uh, as I answer the question, is awful sex a deal breaker? Man, look, if I know her, you know what I'm saying. If we've been dating for a minute or whatever, and we took the time, and I know her, and I'm feeling her mentally. I love her goals. I love what she's doing in life. And if the sex is bad, then I could probably just coach that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I could coach that. I can make that happen. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. Fire red. This will pop up. We just, you know what I'm saying. This is just something that we just popped up with. You know, so I threw the questions out real quick. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people probably ain't seen the questions, but it's all good though. You know what I'm saying? Like next Friday, she tap in Fire Red or whatever and stuff like that. But anyway, let's move on or whatever, because this is a quick show. This is not gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? This is just a pop-up, whatever. He said, I don't give a fuck, it's a wrap. But anyway, let's move on. Let's see. Shit, that might be it. To be honest
I
with
thought
you.
I
Oh,
had one more, and I think there was one
we we
more.
got we got we got one more. We got one more. I asked this question. I think I asked it for the guys, bro. To be honest with you, and the guys, man, they don't be man. When I ask questions for the guys, they never take it serious on the page, man. They always want to, play or whatever. But I was talking about like first date recommendations and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? As far as bringing a female out on a first date, you know what I'm saying? I was asking guys on the page what was the first date recommendations, and a lot of guys was joking. They was talking about Waffle House. They was talking about, you know what I'm saying, to the crib to have a few drinks and stuff like that. And I think we talked about this on the last show. Did guys forget, you know what I'm saying, did they forget how to romance? Did they forget what romance is about and stuff like that? And I think, like, you know what I'm saying, for first date recommendations, I think it got to be something where you can have like a conversation. So
Yeah.
like movies and clubs and all that, you gotta X that out. You know what I'm saying? That's like some kiddies type of shit. You, you know what I'm saying? For first date recommendations. And guys, you gotta stop asking the females, hey, where you want to go? You know what I'm saying? You gotta plan the date, man. You gotta plan the date, you gotta plan the agenda. and all that. You gotta lead, man. You gotta be able to lead. You can't be like, hey, where you want to go? What do you feel? You want to go here? That man, come on. Ain't nobody got time for that, bro. So Ken, let me ask you this. I know you're married or whatever, but hypothetically, where would you bring a female? Where would you bring your wife on a first date?
On the first date. Well, for
First
me,
date.
bro, I mean, I'm a type of person where that first date, I want it to be special. I wanted to make an impact. I wanted to do something that damn she'd be like that. I kind of blow her shoes off her feet. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Mhm,
damn, ain't nobody ever done this for me before.
mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So all those things that, like you said, you got to plan it out. But I mean, depending on, you know what I'm saying, what she like through conversation. So you remember how we was talking about
Conversation.
building it up, getting to
Yeah.
know her, finding out what she like, find out just
Mhm,
through conversation. She may tell me a keyword, you know, well, you know, I like to go to the aquarium, or I like, you know,
mhm.
I like looking at the stars. I'm listening to what she's saying, and I'm gonna bounce off of what she say.
The
So, you know what I'm saying?
details.
The details, paying attention to the details. So I may surprise her. Like she may say, you know, Kendrick, I like to go in the garden and with flowers and shit. I'm gonna take her somewhere that we could just walk in, shit, pick flowers. Whatever she tell me that she likes, I'm paying attention to that. But that first date needs to be centered around her, not me.
Facts though.
I don't want to. I don't want
Facts
to go
though.
somewhere. Oh, I like to go to the club. Nah, I don't. I like to go see this movie. Nah, niggas.
I had to throw that one out there. You know,
Yeah, bro.
man, I had to make sure it worked. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I feel what you're saying with the details. You know what I'm saying? A guy's got to focus on the details. Well, the female that when you talk to, the conversations, what she like, you need to depict that date on what she like. If she like animals, then maybe
yeah,
you need to bring her to the zoo.
too.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? If she like flowers and stuff like that, maybe you need to bring her to like some botanical gardens or something like that. I don't know,
yeah.
whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Or she like fish or whatever, bring her to the aquarium. Like you
And
said,
then look, she might like to go to the beach. You can take her to what's that
let's
place in
go.
Moody Gardens or something like that. Whatever she like to do, you may take her to the beach and walk on the beach in Galveston. Whatever she likes to do, that's what you got to do. You got to listen to her, man. And we not listening as men. We doing what we want to do. And half the issue is you're gonna get the type of woman that you trying to get. Like if you want to take her to Waffle House or Whataburger, you gonna get a Whataburger type of woman. I'm just being
Yeah,
honest with you. You're gonna
yeah,
get that
yeah,
type of
yeah,
woman.
yeah.
If she's satisfied with going to McDonald's, oh yeah, all I wanted was a Big Mac girl. Well, that's the type of woman she gonna be. But I'm saying, but if you really want to set yourself up for a marriage for a woman that you really want to date and pursue, put that same energy into it. Don't treat her like she a hot little date or like a little chick off the street. Treat her like this is gonna be my wife.
Yeah,
I
for
mean
sure.
that I think, and where we fail at, most of these young guys in their 20s and 30s, they don't know how to do this, bro. They
Mhm.
because the girls have made it so easy now. The girls don't even want that no more. The girls like, well, if you give me $20, we can go out and I do this, do that. It's all about money. It's all about the quick bag. Give me this money. You know what I'm saying? All I want this. It's not about taking your time, doing it right. There's a song that say, "Take your time, do it right."
Mhm.
If you take your time, it's gonna be done right, man. God is a God of in order. You gotta do decency and in order. When you
Yeah.
finding a wife, man, you gotta do it with decency and you gotta do it in order. I mean, you can't be sitting there trying to have sex with your wife the first night. You can't sit there and be thinking about trying to, oh, I'm trying to fuck her tonight. That ain't gonna get you no wife, man. That's gonna get you a kid and a baby mama and a bunch of drama. But
Yeah,
if you
facts
want to
though.
do it right, man, take your time, get to know her, build something with her, build something to where
Yeah.
you got a foundation that what I'm saying. Okay, hey, tell me some of your aspirations, tell me some things that you want to do in life. She may say, you know what, Kendrick, I didn't get a chance to get my high school diploma. You talking to her? Well, baby, we need to make sure we get this done. You need to
Mhm.
go get your GED, and then from your
Team
GED,
effort
we
type
gonna
stuff.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you don't know this about this woman, but she may tell you certain things that happen in her life that as a man, you can see, well, what can I help you? This me. When I meet a woman, I want to know, what can I do to help you? What
Yeah,
can
for
I do to
sure.
make your life better?
Yeah,
What can
yeah.
I do to uplift you? And the same thing, she's want to say,
I
well,
like
baby,
that.
how can I help you? It's the same thing. We both trying to help each other, man. And if you with a woman and you can't help her and she can't help you, you wasting your time.
On
We
everything,
both trying to elevate each other, man. Like I said, I need a woman to help me with my kids. I need a woman to help be a mother to my children. And what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, if if that was the case. But my wife, she's deaf. But that's what I would be looking for. If I got kids out there, I would be looking for a woman to be a good example to my children, to be a motherly figure to them. I wouldn't be wanting a woman that's on. Oh, bro, this is a segue to the next podcast. But this is good. This is hey, this you gonna have to hit your button,
Hey, talk your shit right now, because right now you preaching, my G.
bro. Here we is. We 40. But if I can go into a Snapchat, if I can go into one of them little pages and I see this woman twerking, shaking her butt, and she around my age,
Mhm.
and I can't see myself wanting that because I got children that have Snapchat and stuff. So say you bring this woman home and then your son say, "Hey dad, ain't that such and such you brought to the house? Look at her on Instagram or look at her on Snapchat." I can't do nothing with you. That's not the type of example I want my children to see, for my daughters to see. And I don't understand why women at that age still find that cool to be doing.
To
Twerking
be,
and shaking. I don't
you know,
get it, bro.
you know what? When they twerking and they doing that thing, you know what I'm saying. The first thing a guy think is sex wise. You know what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah,
They
most
think
definitely.
sex or whatever. And you know what the difference is. You know what I'm saying. When you think sex, then that's the only thing you think. You know what I'm saying. Is you're not thinking future. You're not
Yeah,
thinking I want to marry her. I want to have kids with her. You're just thinking like sex. Like man, I want to
that's
knock
it.
that down. You know what I'm saying.
That's
But
all you thinking about.
you
Because
know what
and
I'm
you know
saying.
what, bro? That's and the thing about what you just said is that's value.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they value themselves as. If that's all you showing me, that's telling me this all you see your worth is. This all
Hey,
you can offer me is sex. And
hey,
I need
five.
so much more than that.
Not to cut you out, fire red, so no good knees challenge. No, like the good knees challenge, that's all we see is, that's all the guys see is sex. They be like, man, I want to knock that down. They don't think about kids. They don't think about future marrying her and building, this type of bond and goals and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, you could do the good knees challenge, but just don't post that. You know what I'm
Just
saying? Why
don't
not
post it. Yeah,
do it for your
yeah.
man? You
Do
can
it for
man
your
might
man.
be
Yeah.
chilling like, hey, babe, let me do this good knee challenge for you or whatever. Okay, yeah, that's cool or whatever. But you know what I'm
Trash.
saying? Like certain females, like when you date a female, you don't if you like a female and if they not doing that twerking, you be like, man, I like her, bro. Let me get to know her. Let me know what her goals is. Let me know what she like. Let me know what she dislike. I want to meet her mom. You know what I'm saying? This type of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You build, but when you see a female twerking, man, I'm finna tell you from the guy's point of view, they thinking like, bro, I want to knock that down or whatever. They not
Bro,
thinking no further than that. You know what I'm
bro,
saying? They just
I'm
want to Netflix and chill. They not trying to take you on no date. They just trying to knock you down.
bro. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Most of the women that I have high praise for them that I've seen throughout life, they did it right. They carried themselves well. I'm not saying like when you're younger you can't make mistakes and you can't have your little wild moments. I
Mhm.
mean, I'm not holding that against you. I'm just saying there's a few, because they're always talking about the dirty, how the water contaminated out here, and there's no good women out here.
Mhm.
I've seen a few that has done it right, bro. To where shit, they wasn't on those. They got a lot of them that's not even on social media. That's not on Snapchat. That's not doing this. But I was telling my cousin this today. It's feel like we're all hypnotized by the TV,
Mhm.
and it's only a very few of them can turn the TV off and walk away from it. But majority of them is staying there staring at the TV, and they don't know how to take a break from it because most of them are doing exactly what they see on TV and what's being pushed from the media and from, what I'm saying, Hollywood, all that. Like I'm saying, Love and Hip Hop,
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
these
Oh
housewives, all
man,
this
bro.
stuff is what they showing black women how they supposed to be, how they supposed to
We
talk to their
talked about
man.
this. We chopped it up about this. I was telling you about this, bro. Like the married to medicine. These females making over $200,000. They dentists, they doctors and stuff like that. But on TV, they arguing, they beefing with each other, and it's just a culture, bro. It's just what they doing to our people. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we talked about this on the last episode. Y'all can check it out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? YouTube and stuff like that. But hey, Ken, not to switch the subject, but you know what I'm saying? Man, Lavish Lachey. I forgot her real name. I don't want to call her Lavish Lachey. So Lavish Lachey. So we was just talking about like the first date because I think we still on it.
Tell I say appreciate that too. Tell I
Yeah, yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we was talking, yeah, for sure though. So we was talking about the first date. So Lavish Lachey. So let's just say a guy he feeling Lavish Lachey or whatever. Lavish Lachey. She's a cowboy fan. She's a cowboy fan. You know what I'm saying? She does stuff for the community. She does stuff for the kids. So as a guy, you gotta level up a little bit. You gotta know where she coming from. So like, let's just say for a first date for Lavish, let's say she a cowboy fan. You know what I'm saying? It might cost a little bread, but if you like the female, then you're willing to spend. So bring Lavish Lachey to a Cowboy game. Be
What
like,
game?
look, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? You talk to her, you chop it up with her, you feeling them. Be like, look, you know what I'm saying? I know we're going out of town. We just, you know, we're early into talking phase or whatever, but let me bring you to a Cowboy game or whatever and
Right.
stuff like that. You know, that's some kind of details you got to pick up with guys. I mean, with females and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just you got to understand the female that you're talking to, and you got to pick up on
Hmm.
details and stuff like that. So I was, you know what I'm saying, just throwing out there on this
That's a good
first
one.
date
Hey, that's a good point, bro.
recommendations and stuff like that. So
That's a great point. And also, like I say for instance, she say, well, I've never been to Bahamas. I've never been out of the country. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's something that you got to do right away,
not
but
on the
that's
first
something that
date.
not on the first day, but that's something that you can
Yeah,
strive for to say, you know what?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Once we get to here, this is something that I want to do for you. Do you remember how I was saying you want to be a plus to a woman? You don't want to be a
Mhm,
minus. I want to add to your life. I want to create memories with you that you can say, man, this guy showed me this guy showed me that. I don't want to be that guy that's, what I'm saying, I only gave you I had to go get that fool out of jail. That dude made me cost me this
yeah,
much money. I don't that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Or he messed up my credit and all that. I ain't never been that type of man to be with a woman where she can say I did anything to hurt her.
yeah, for
I've
sure.
always been a plus. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna come in and try to divide your
Mhm.
household, your family, or you gotta choose me or your family. Nah, I'm gonna be that type of man to where most of your family gonna like me and say, that's a good guy
Yeah, for
because I'm
sure.
gonna try to help you. And if you and your mom get into a difference, I'm gonna try to say I'm that type of guy. Say, hey, baby, you need to work that out with your mom or your sister. Y'all need to talk. I'm not gonna be, yeah, shit. You don't need to be talking to that motherfucker anyway. That's your mama or that's her sister. You know what I'm saying? But you
Hey,
got those dudes that do that, man, that divide families and divide households because they feel like if I have her on my side or if she ain't got nobody, she gotta come to me or she gotta stay with me.
mhm,
Nah, man, that was her mother. That's her sister. I'm just her boyfriend or her husband at the time. I mean, I want to give her the best, and I want to ask God. See, a lot of people don't do this, but you got to ask God to help guide you and help navigate to give that woman something. Like when I'm talking to my children, I'm not the best father in the world,
mhm,
but I ask God to help give me insight so that I can give them to them. Because I mean, I don't know it all, bro. I mean, when I was a father, I mean, a newborn father. I didn't know all the answers. As I'm continuing to live and I'm continuing to learn, but I'm still getting my answers from God. Hey God,
mhm,
what should I do? How can I reach my son? How can I make my son do this, Lord? I don't know. That's
mm,
what I'm saying. Like I'm a child of God's and I'm asking my father to help me raise my children, to
mm.
watch over my children. And that's the realest thing that I can tell you, bro. Because I mean, if you sitting here thinking you know every answer or you the perfect father, you didn't got it wrong already because
And
you're not perfect.
and to be honest with you, that's why we have these conversations. And I just said this maybe like 2, 3 episodes in or whatever. That's why we have these conversations because I don't have all the answers. So if I have having these mature type conversations with you and like with Erica or whatever on this show and whatever and it's mature and it's educational, to be honest with you, conversations, because like you say, when we look on TV and stuff like that, we see nothing but toxic arguments and stuff like that. So to have these type of conversations, you know what I'm saying, man and female, where we understanding each other and you know what I'm saying, mentally, you know what I'm saying, it could be like it could be healthy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we have these conversations because I don't have all the answers. So listening to you saying all these things like that, you know what I'm saying, that could help me be better and that could help me, you know what I'm saying, have a better conversation with my wife where I'm understanding or whatever the case may be. And we don't have these type of conversations a lot, to be honest with you, because most of what they trying to paint on TV, the culture or whatever is toxic, it's arguing, it's fighting, it's all that type of stuff. And we don't
Right.
have too many conversations like that where we can learn from each other, you know what I'm saying, and we can build and we can strive to be better as far as a male and female and have these relationships and stuff like that that can, you know what I'm saying, that can you know, for our household, for our kids, because to be honest with you, our kids didn't ask to be here. So, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, having these conversations to help have a healthy relationship so our kids can benefit from it, it's everything for sure. So
Bro. I mean, bro, talking to you, bro, like I told you, the feeling is mutual. Like I
mm-hmm,
said, that's kind of how this all got started, bro. We would talk on the phone and nobody knows this. Like, even my
mm-hmm,
wife, she don't even know this. This wasn't about a podcast. It
mm-mm.
was just me and you as good friends just talking,
Facts though.
sharing stories about our situations, our life, our children, our marriage. We would just be talking. We both would
Mhm.
have points, and I'll tell you certain things, and you'll look at it like, damn, I never looked at it that way. You'll tell me certain things, and
Mhm.
it's kind of like just iron sharpening iron, bro. We continue to sharpen our blade off of each other, and a lot of times, what end up happening is you got somebody that has a dull ass blade trying to come rub against you. Nah,
Mhm.
nigga, don't come rub against me. Keep that shit. So I don't have time for plastic, wood, or nothing like that. Only iron sharpens iron. I ain't got time for that plastic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But so many dudes that or people want to rub against you that doesn't bring nothing to the table. You know what I'm saying? They want to benefit from you, but just by being around you, let me just hang around you. If you can't make me better and bring nothing to me positive, then I don't want it. And what I mean by that is like, say for instance, shit, all I do want to do is smoke weed and sell drugs. But I'm going to work every day trying to take care of my family. Having you around my family ain't a plus.
Exactly.
That's not a plus for me to see you selling drugs and smoking weed around my kids. That's not a plus for me.
You
You
know
can
what?
call me. Go ahead.
Why did you know what I'm saying? Who created the culture where females be like, "Oh, I want me a bad boy. I want me a thug. I wanna sit in the car on the passenger side while my homeboy while my boyfriend ride around and hit licks." You know what I'm saying? They
Bro,
creating a toxic culture for our society where it's not benefiting us in the long run. It's not benefiting our kids. It's not healthy. We're having these problems. We're having a lot of single parent households and stuff like that. Like you got to understand, man. I don't know who the higher ups is. I'm not saying it's a certain people, a certain agenda, but you got to understand, man, the culture that they painting from the music to the reality TV shows, nothing is healthy because when we was growing up, they had the Cosby Show, they had a different world, they had
right,
even Martin, even though it was comedy, you know what I'm
right.
saying? Him and Gina was a
Yeah.
couple or whatever, you
Good
know what I'm
time.
saying? Yeah,
They had
good
good time
times and
too.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
They don't the culture now is shifted where a lot of stuff is just toxic. Nothing is positive,
Right.
bro. Like they don't like
You know why they don't
I
want
can't
nothing?
think of a positive show out there for the black community.
There's not a positive show, bro. But also on top of that, bro, when people start to tell the truth and try to give it to us, they shut them down. Like,
Hmm.
bro, I'm just being honest. Like, I mean, I'm not a fan of Kanye. I'm not a fan of none of that shit. But what I'm saying is, a lot of times when people finally want to say something or finally want to step up, it's too late because you're a product of the industry. You've been giving us bullshit for so long. Now you want to come give me something real? Now
Hmm.
you want to come try to speak the truth when you've been shoving this bullshit down our throat, making our girls, do dumb shit, twerk and all that. Bro, if you would have just gave it to me 100 from the beginning, I mean, I can respect it. But because you've been coming on TV, talking crazy, putting toxic out there to our culture, I can't respect you, man. And that's why, so for me, they can call me lame. I'm not saying that, what I'm saying, I got anything against people that smoke weed.
Hmm.
But too much of anything is bad for you. I don't give a damn. You take too much medicine. If you take too much vitamins, it's bad for you.
Hmm.
Too much of anything is bad for you. They got people that smoke weed all day, every day.
Hmm.
Now it's meant to be something that's from Earth. They say, well, this is what those things used to be. Well, God gave it to us. It's from the Earth. It must be good for us. But
Yeah.
the thing about it is, He never
Yeah.
told you to abuse anything, bro.
Abuse it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's my thing for people that use it to abuse it. Like it's one thing to smoke you a little bit of weed here and there once a month, once every 2 months, but every day, 24/7, that's all you doing rolling up. I've never been a fan. I've never dated a woman that be like, oh, let me smoke some of that weed with you. If a woman, and this is just, and you can call me picky, but if a woman told me she smoked weed, I don't want her. I didn't want her.
Okay. Okay. Bet that.
I didn't
Yeah.
want her, bro. I'm not knocking it. I'm not
Okay.
saying
Yeah. Yeah. I
there's some
feel what
pretty
you're
women
saying
out
though.
there that smoke weed,
Uh
but
huh.
I'm just saying I'd never wanted to date a woman that smoke weed. Let's blow together. Let's get high together. I can't get high with you, baby. I can't. I couldn't get high with my partner, so I'm damn sure not about to get high with my woman.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, I feel that. Hey, shout out to Miss Claire, Miss Landry. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie or whatever. And be honest with you, she doing her thing out there. Educated black female doing her thing or whatever. She went on a date or whatever. Shout out to you, man. I wish the best for you or whatever. But I feel what you're saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I never got high with a female that, you know what I'm saying? Like I was digging, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll get high, whatever, but
Right, right.
I don't want to share my blunt with her, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But
Yeah,
um, you know what I'm saying? Man, look, my boy Terry on. My boy Terry on is so toxic, but why not the next person? We not knocking the
Yeah,
next person.
yeah, I'm not
To
knocking, bro.
each
Do
it
it,
to
whatever.
each their own, bro. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, we not knocking nobody. It's
Yeah,
all
whatever
opinion.
float your boat. I'm just talking
It's
about
all
Kendrick Smith
opinionated.
boat.
It's all opinionated. Ain't we ain't knocking nobody from doing whatever they doing. It's all opinionated. We ain't saying what's right from wrong. We just depicting what our opinion is. And if you don't agree with our opinion, then you can hit that number right there, 492330017 to voice your opinion or whatever. But that's all it is. It's just our opinion. It's just what we voicing or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like and I don't know how we got far off from the first date recommendations, but
Oh, we so far off, bro.
yeah.
We off topic, but hey,
Yo,
but
yo, but I ain't gonna lie. My first date recommendation, well, my first date was when I brought my wife to Black Eyed Peas. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, that was the
yeah,
first date when I, at the time, that was like, you know what I'm saying? That was a cool, nice restaurant or whatever. And I remember bringing her there because I want, I kind of wanted to impress her a little bit or whatever. But, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But before I brought her on that date, I got to know her, you know what I'm saying? We talked, we conversated, you know what I'm saying? I got to know who she was, personality wise or whatever. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know her fully because it was the first date, whatever.
Right.
But I mean, it was just something that I wanted to do as far as nice to set the, you know what I'm saying, to set the mood or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you like that female, then you go recognize the details, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
as far as what she like to, you know what I'm saying, make her happy and satisfy her. Because if not, then you just wasting time, both of y'all.
Well, see, I've learned this too. If you really like a female, you're not gonna want her. You're not gonna even make a move to try to take advantage of her the first day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna even want her to even think I want it the first day. Like she can be
Mm-hmm.
the beautifulest woman, sexy and everything. But
Facts though.
if I really want something out of this marriage or this relationship, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be like, hey, I want to knock this off today. Nah, that's not what I want. I want to build something with you. Like, so for instance, like when me and my wife, when we first met, we mostly talked on the phone, staying up late at night, talking on the phone, falling asleep on the phone together. Then
You
when
fell
we
asleep on the phone.
yeah, I fell asleep probably talking to like 2 or 3, bro. It was like back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
for
how it
sure.
used to be when you having your grandmother phone sneaking and try to talk to your girlfriend.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of,
yeah,
because
yeah,
I live
yeah.
with my grandmother. So my grandmother be
Yeah, I
like, I
did
had to be
too.
off the phone at like 12 o'clock. I probably 11, and I would be
Yeah.
sneaking in. I go unplug her phone out her wall, and I would go crawl in the back and plug the phone
Uh,
back in there. And dog,
yeah.
she would always catch me, dog. She'd always catch me.
Yo,
So
shout out. Hey, RIP to my grandma, because I used to do
yeah,
the same thing, bro. You
yeah.
know what I'm
R.I.P.
saying?
to man, Miss
She be like, I
Strange,
gotta use
man.
the phone. I gotta use the phone. Okay, okay, all right, grandma. I gotta get a phone. I'm gonna
Hey,
talk to
hey,
you
bro.
later.
True story. True story. I was at Marshall Middle School, bro, and that's how everybody found out my name, like my family name, like not my name, like you know me as Ken. I'm talking about my grandmother would yell so damn loud, or you know what I'm saying, like through the like I'm in the other room, bro. She would yell, "Get your ass off that phone, Kenny Boo," or whatever. And I was like, so I go to school,
Yeah.
bro, and everybody like Kenny Boo. I'm like, what the fuck? So everybody knew my name at the school because my grandmother would yell it in the phone, and the girls would be laughing like your
Yeah.
grandma got on the phone and called you by your name. So that's how I found that out. But
Ah,
that shit was
yeah.
crazy. But that's kind of what we got to get back to, man. Like too many people want to do first dates that involves not really focusing on that woman. But if you take us somewhere where, man, you take on a ride and you know what I'm saying, take us somewhere quiet, shit, you could ride to
Yeah.
Louisiana and back
Oh,
to Lake
yeah.
Charles and
Yeah.
just talk
Yeah.
to her.
Yeah.
Put on
Oh,
some, man.
everything, bro.
I put on some nice music, bro. I had like the Isley Brothers on and just, some of our favorite little songs. And
Mm-hmm.
we were just talking, bro. Just talking about life, talking about each other. You know what I'm saying? Talking about what I
Oh,
wanted
that's
in a woman.
dope. Yeah.
And
Took.
that that right there, man, she was so appreciative of knowing that, hey, you know what, he cares about me. He cares about getting to know me. I wasn't like, hey, let me take you to this red roof or just, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah. Yeah.
to a
Yeah. Yeah.
hotel. It wasn't nothing like that. I wasn't even trying to do that. I didn't even want it
Yeah.
because whenever I got it, I wanted it to be special. I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
want it
Yeah.
to be just like any other woman. That's why I'm saying
Hey,
it's a
yo.
difference.
Yeah.
So
When you
women
like
gotta,
when
huh?
you like her, you don't want when you like her, bro, you don't want it to be like any other date or whatever. And shout out to big bro Mike Book, man. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? You
yeah, what's up,
already
big bro?
what's up, big bro, or whatever. Shout out to my boy Kendrick Lane. He got the 6 ways from Sunday. send apparel, whatever. We be showing love. We don't, man, I'll be showing love or whatever. But anyway, but like you said, man, like these first dates, like you said, man, just hopping in the car and just riding or somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like going to the H or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, and making a trip back and just having that conversation with her and having like that
Hmm.
little cool music in the background or whatever, man, you know what I'm saying? That's like everything, like when you're not even trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, have sex with her. You just want to understand her. You just trying to, you know what I'm saying, just trying to figure out what she like. And that's how you get to love somebody, man. When you love somebody mentally, bro, like
Right.
the sex don't even matter. The
Well,
sex is be
bro,
like, we could work on that later, but I love who you are as
you
a
are
person.
exactly.
You know
You
what
know,
I'm
I
saying?
think what I be looking for, bro, I be looking for a reason not to take her serious. Like through those conversations, like I'm going to say, man, let me see if I could find anything so I don't fall in love with you. Like it's not like when we talking, I'm looking for something to keep me from doing this. But when
Mm-hmm.
she shows me like I ain't got no flaws, baby, you ain't gonna find nothing here. That's what I'm saying because through conversation, you normally find something that stop you from going there that stop
Yeah.
you from saying, "All right, I'm gonna really take it serious with this woman." Because I mean, look, we've been who we gonna be. What they say, a leopard don't change his stripes. I am who I've always been. But when you find something about someone that's so special that make you say, "Hold on, this something different," you
Mm-hmm.
recognize it. You know, you say, "Well, you know what? She ain't what I had before. She not like that other woman. This woman is special.
Yo,
She
Ken,
done something."
Ken, not to
Huh?
cut you off, class say we in 2022 falling asleep on a person. FaceTime was last week.
Hey,
No, we not falling asleep on a person FaceTime. That's that you talking about back in the days or whatever. But
yeah, no, no, no. And see, the thing is, like, I know right now a lot of people do texting. That's all they want to do is text. I was
yeah,
on the phone. We was just
yeah,
talking,
yeah,
bro. And like
yeah,
I
yeah,
say,
yeah,
just really
yeah.
getting to know each other because
I want to hear
there's no
your
emotion
voice.
attached to that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no emotion to a text message. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear how
Yeah.
you sound. And
Hmm.
that made my day back in the day as a kid. Just hearing your voice, you know what I'm saying? Hearing
Yeah,
you talk.
bro.
It's like, ooh, I like that. I like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she's sexy through a text. I can't see. I can't see
Yeah,
that. Like I can't stand this new generation because that's what they do. Like if they want to see
yeah,
you, they're gonna text you. If they want to take you on a date, they'll text you. No, call me, goddamn it. Pick up the phone
yeah.
and call me.
And sometimes you can't understand you can't understand the attitude from the text. So they might be joking or they might be serious. You can't understand that from a text message. You can only understand that when you hear the person or whatever.
Yeah, hey
But
dog, them girls nowadays they be saying, "Oh, you yelling at me?" I'm like, "What the hell did I do?" You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They can tell that you if they feel like you arguing or yelling through a text because you may put an exclamation mark on it, you may put in all caps, and I'd be like, "What?" I wasn't even yelling, but you know that's why I said I don't have time for that crap, man. Forget the
Yeah,
text
for
messaging.
yeah, for sure. Hey, shout out to my boy Blaine, man. You know what I'm saying? He didn't hop on the thing. But Erica says she loved drinking. Hey, Erica, she says she loved drinking and riding. We don't we hey
We don't say drinking and drive.
we not promoting drinking and driving on the show or whatever. She probably
Right.
sitting passenger,
Passenger
having her
side.
drink or whatever. And that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? She on the side drinking and vibing. The guy gotta stay focused. He gotta drive. He can't even drink. He can't
Yeah,
even,
can't even
you know
drink.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hey, so look, so I got a rule, Floyd. Ain't nobody drinking until we get to a stop.
Hey, you better not skip that drink shit. I want to drink too. Shit,
I
we
want to
got
drink
there.
too. You can't do
You
that.
know what
Cause
I'm
see, look,
saying?
the conversation then changed when she started feeling real good. Is a totally
Yo.
different conversation. You like, hold on, I ain't even buzzing yet. Let me get my buzz in too before we get there. It depends on
Yo,
what y'all drinking on too.
Claire said she talking about her right now. Hey, shout out, man. Claire a homie though, but I think, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not finna put Claire business out there, but I think Claire, hey guys, if you single out there or whatever, yo, don't waste no time shooting at Claire or whatever. I think it might be too late or whatever, because you know what I'm saying, it's a certain situation she having right now. But Claire is she's a good female, educated, smart, do a thing, travel or whatever, and guys just be lacking on that. But I'm finna move on past that. I just had to do a quick shout out to you, Claire. Thank you for, you know what I'm saying, commenting on the show or whatever. But that I think that's a lot of things, and I think that's what, like, a lot of young guys. That's what they be losing their females to the older guys, because older guys, you know what I'm saying, they realize, you know what I'm saying, out of trial and you know what I'm saying, era, that, hey, this is what this female like. Let me take on this. Let me do this or whatever. know what I'm saying? Let's ride around, let's talk, let's have a conversation or whatever.
Right.
I think everybody look, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't had a few you know, I ain't gonna say dates, but I didn't had a few females that we just in my earlier days where we just rode around Beaumont or whatever and chopped it up and conversated or whatever. But I think that's a lot of things. I think that's what we lacking right now as far as to just understanding the person. I think the guy's so quick to just take her out on a date or whatever. Let me take her out on a date. Let me impress her, and then I could get to have sex. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Bro,
that's.
I don't even give them that much credit, bro. I think that we definitely lacking communication, but I think everything now is so easy to attain. It's like they not even having to take the girls on a date no more. All they have to do is say, "I go buy you something,"
Mm-hmm.
and it's over. It's not about taking them nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
They selling for a quick, oh shit, go get my nails done. A quick
Mm-hmm.
60 and he can get in. A
Yeah.
quick 100. And I mean, here it is, they got fans only. They'll send you $30 and you can see everything. So that's why I just feel like where we at right now, bro, it's too easy, man. It's sex is over I see it too much. Like sex is
Mm-hmm.
everything, is everywhere. No matter
Yeah.
what site you on, what social site, it's sex, sex, sex. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Girls on Facebook with their butts out. Girls on Instagram with their butts out.
It's the
Everywhere you
culture
see.
though. It's the
I'm
culture
tired,
from the
dog.
it's from the from the music to the movies to whatever, bro.
Bro,
That's what they try to
hey,
put in their face.
I can't even go get me some no produce from HEB. I can't go get a banana, no, you know what I'm saying, no strawberries. I can't get nothing because I'm pushing your buggies. You see them girls in there with the little tights that's designed to be used for working out or riding your bicycle at the hiking bike. They not designed to be walking in the grocery aisle while I'm on aisle. You know what I'm saying? I mean I'm not looking, but it's you can't help but notice it. And it's
Yeah.
and the thing I was telling one of my homeboys this when they came out with that yoga, and they'd be like, "Oh, it's so comfortable." Okay, I wish my woman would wear some shit like that. Take that shit off. You're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
going
yeah.
out to public like that, man. You going out in public basically with no clothes on, with the things all stuck up your butt, where everybody can see everything, exposing everything, bro.
Uh-huh. Yep, yep, for sure though. Shout out to my kinfolk with Michael Harris with the Get Money, Stay True. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking the homie hat and or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? That's the family.
hey, true story, bro. I'm not lying to you, bro. I was in HEB one day, man, and I was just like, man, this shit don't make no sense, bro. This old man, he almost damn near ran over me because he was looking at this girl, her butt. He almost ran on the back of my ankle, bro. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Girl, back in the days, dudes would get like, in trouble for looking at women. But now it's like, how can they get in trouble? Like, oh,
Man, I know a lot
he's,
of guys that be posting about HEB just to go for the females. They be
I'm
like,
just
I'm going
saying,
to
bro,
HEB. That's where the females at, and whatever. Like, bro,
bro.
like, damn. Like, I don't think you could. Me personally, and this might, look, a guy might this might have been successful for a guy, but I don't think you're gonna meet a female at HEB. You know what I'm saying? Like, get her number and all that while she grocery shopping. I just don't think, you know what I'm saying, that'd
Shit,
be the best.
it probably happened, bro. I'm not saying it
It
don't.
probably happened, but
It
I'm
probably
just
happened.
saying though.
I
She
mean,
ended up getting milk and cereal for the kids, and you be like, "Hey, babe, what's up?
bro,
You looking good?" Or
that's the club, bro. Club HEB.
I've been out the game for a minute, so I don't know. Maybe females and maybe guys they be hooking up that way. Maybe they meet at HEB or whatever, and it pop off like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, bro. But like I said, it goes back to what we talked about with the culture, like the way the clothes are made today. I mean, the way girls are wearing the clothes is different. I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't know what to say, bro, because I think no matter what I say, it could be depicted as he's being a chauvinist. But I'm saying, or I'm saying, we just want to be sexy. I don't have a problem with women being sexy. I don't have a problem with women wanting to show off their bodies, but know how to do it in a respectful way to your man. And even if you're single, you can be sexy without having to reveal everything.
Yeah, class A. Oh, it happens. I bet it does happen. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
mean,
I
I'm just
mean,
saying,
yeah,
it's like the dude, we don't have a chance right now because shit, the women, man, for a dude that's struggling, for
my
a dude that
bad.
ain't got it, look, for a dude that ain't got it all. Oh,
Said do be happening at the grocery store. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't know.
when wifey go to the grocery store, I'll be like, look, man, look, I do give her a little side eye sometimes. Oh, you wearing that to the grocery store? Okay, all right, bet that. Okay, all right, you know what you got over here though. So shit, if you fuck up, that's on you though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Yeah. I mean, bro, we so far off. We just rambling now. But like I say,
it ain't
bro,
even on the topic. That
yeah,
topic gone. That topic gone right now, bro. I
yeah,
mean,
we just talking. But on some real stuff though, man. Like I say, that's just where we at. Like I said, I remember back in the days, women carried themselves with a lot more respect for themselves because they wasn't revealing everything. The men, and I'm not saying that it was better back then
damn.
for them inside the house because the men could have probably been beating them up or whatever. All I'm saying is they had a little bit more respect for how they carried themselves. Nowadays, you got so many women now exposing so much. Like you could see girls damn their vaginas with the shit they be wearing. They butts be all out and they crack. That's just too much, bro. You might as well go be naked.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Clyde, that's what they be hitting. That's what they be hitting y'all with. Who you cooking for? Damn. So that's how they find out if you single or not. They be like, hey, baby, who you cooking for? Oh, I'm cooking for my kids. Or whatever. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. See, that's why I like to have these kind of conversations and stuff like that because now, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh. So when Bay go to HBO, like, okay, hey, be aware, motherfuckers gonna be like, hey, who you cooking for? What's your answer? What you gonna
That
tell them? You know, I ain't gonna hit her with that or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. I didn't know the game or whatever and stuff like that. So for sure, hey, okay. I guess the grocery store is what they be doing in or whatever. But fire red. I'm drinking some orange juice. You know what I'm saying? I love the orange juice. That's what I'm sipping on right now. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's Saturday. I'm just vibing out or whatever. But yeah, man. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? This just a pop-up show. Me and Kim, you know what I'm saying? We was just tapping in. We had a few topics we wanted to get off, but next Friday for sure. Um, you got man, there's some great topics, bro. I ain't gonna lie, some good topics, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it and chop in or
for sure,
whatever.
for sure.
And like I say, man, if y'all disagree with, you know what I'm saying, a few of the topics that we talk about, like I say, you can always hit that number. You can always hit that line. It's free. It's 409-233-0017. And like I said, if you missed the show, if you missed half of it or whatever, if you just tapped in or whatever, it's on, YouTube, it's on Apple Podcasts, it's on Spotify, it's on iHeartRadio, it's on whatever you can listen to a podcast or whatever. But you know what I'm saying, Ken, I know you
Yeah, I'm
got
about
it.
to hit.
You about to hit the job in a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying. I just wanted to chop it up with you. You know what I'm saying, on a few conversation topics. You know what I'm saying, but
Bro.
uh,
I mean, it was always like I say, bro. It don't even be feel like it be topic. It just be feel like we just be talking, bro. Just like you know what I'm saying. I don't be feel like I'm on nobody podcast or on live. I just be feel like I'm talking to my boy, like just shooting stuff with you. That's how it is.
yeah, for sure. Fire Red says she finna see what Cornbread talking about. Hey, shout out to Cornbread. You know what I'm saying? He hit me up earlier or whatever. I might see what he talking about. King, you finna go to work, but I might see what Cornbread talking about. You know what I'm saying? Tap in
Yeah,
with him. But like I say, man, y'all tap in next Friday, 8 p.m. You know what I'm saying, on the kickback show. You know what I'm saying? I got Ken, I got Erica, they tapping in again. It's gonna be a great show. And also, like I say, if you single, hit my inbox, send a picture, send some details of what you like or whatever, and I will post it on the kickback podcast page only or whatever. And guys, if you feeling it, if females, if you feeling it, heart or like the pick, and then y'all could go from there. Y'all could do y'all thing or whatever. But Kim, man, I appreciate you for, you know what I'm saying, tapping in before you know what I'm saying, the
all right, bro.
JOB, man. You know what I'm saying?
Straight, bro. It's all
Be
good.
safe, be blessed out there, my brother.
All right, bro. You do the same, man. Y'all be good.
I bet.
All right, later.
So man, look, this was just a little pop-up show, you know what I'm saying? Me and Kim, we had a few topics up here that we want to talk about. There's a few topics on the show. Make sure y'all tap into the Kickback Podcast page. It's dope content on there. It's dope conversations on there. If you don't see me posting on my main page, that's because I'm on the Kickback show, you know what I'm saying? Facebook, you know what I'm saying? They doing your boy right, you know what I'm saying? They tapping in, you know what I'm saying? They trying to drop the bag for your boy. So I'm on the kickback page or whatever if y'all want to tap in. But next Friday, like I said, 8 p.m. Man, it's a dope show. Y'all don't want to miss out or whatever. But I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. I hope y'all having a, you know what I'm saying, a great Saturday, man. And until then, man, I'ma holler at y'all, man. I'm gonna see y'all later. All right, 100.